for your sports news. We're joined by NTD's Dave Martin. Dave, good to see you as always.
Yeah, good to see you, Arlene.
Now, I know we've got college basketball, and we've got a little bit of tennis, but let's start with the NFL because they're in the playoffs, and I want to hear more about them. So Buffalo is playing in Denver right now. What's going on?
Broncos are up 20-10 right now early in the third quarter. We had several turnovers there in the first half, really changed the way this game was going. It was like 10-all there late in the second quarter, but Denver got 10 quick points there at the end. So that is one of 4 games on this weekend. Now tonight, 8 p.m., we have the second game. San Francisco 49ers are at the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle definitely hoping to have quarterback Sam Darnold healthy for that one. Darnold is listed as questionable with an oblique injury, very critical for them. Then tomorrow, 2 more games. Houston at New England at 3 p.m. The Texans will look to duplicate that incredible defensive effort that they put on the Pittsburgh Steelers Monday night. Finally, then at 6:30, the LA Rams are at the Chicago Bears. What could be some very wintry conditions. Temperatures forecasted to be in the upper teens, lower 20s, with snow flurries possible. Plenty of wind. They're calling the wind chill should be somewhere below 0 in that one. So that could be quite a game there. That definitely is going to affect how you're going to play that game for sure.
So what do you think could happen here? Could their hands freeze, or what happens when it's so cold like that?
Well, you know, yeah, when your hands get cold, it's harder to grip the ball, for one thing. So you'd expect probably more turnovers, I would think. The passing game is much more difficult, of course. The quarterback trying to grip the ball and the receivers trying to catch it. It's more difficult. You know, they're going to wear gloves, but it's not the same feeling as your hand, of course. So you would expect more turnovers in the game like that. Plus, the ball, when it gets cold and maybe wet like that, it gets heavier. So it makes for much more difficult conditions. Probably you'll see the teams trying to run the ball a lot more.
So I guess we're going to have the same thing for college football. We've got Duke star quarterback Darren Mensah, though, announcing yesterday that he'll enter the transfer portal. What's unique about this situation?
Well, you know, it puts Duke in a very difficult situation. I'll tell you why. Now, quarterback, it's the most important position in football. It's very difficult to win without a great one. Mensah already announced just about a month ago, December 19th, that he wouldn't be entering the transfer portal and that he would stay with Duke. So Duke's coaching staff, I mean, I'm sure they were likely counting on that. And reportedly, Mensah was signed to a multi-million-dollar contract for next season. That's according to ESPN. Meanwhile, the transfer portal opened on January 2nd. Pretty much most of the great players have already transferred somewhere else, you know, so, and probably for big money too. So Duke is probably without a top quarterback just as the music is about to stop here. So it really brings up a couple of issues. You know, one is the validity of these contracts they sign. Are they enforceable? You know, if you sign a contract and play in the NFL, I mean, that's it. You're playing for that team. They're enforced. Now, we haven't seen a college team have to actually enforce a contract like this. So it also brings up another issue, tampering. You know, did another school contact him and promise him more money if he re-enters the transfer portal? And if so, is that within the rules? It's not within the rules, I can tell you that, but it's very difficult to enforce. Admittedly, I mean, very few rules are really enforced right now in college football. I think more cases like this could probably force someone's hand, though, so we'll see.
Lots of legal mumbo-jumbo there. But let's shift to tennis. We've got the Australian Open kicking off in just a few hours. Now, this is an event that Novak Djokovic has won more than anyone else. So he hasn't won a major, though, since 2023. So what is he saying about his chances here? You know,
he's realistic. I mean, at this point, you know, when you talk about winning a major, the pathway is definitely through either Jannik Sinner or Carlos Alcaraz, or probably both if you're going to do it. I mean, they've combined to win the last 8 majors. That goes back 2 full years. Sinner, especially his own Djokovic, he's beaten him 5 times in a row. Now, Djokovic has had a little bit more success against Alcaraz. He did beat him a year ago at this tournament. Let's actually listen to what Djokovic said, though, about this.
I'm just, you know, as I said, grateful to have another shot, particularly here, a place where, you know, I won 10 Grand Slam titles and, you know, been consistently playing well and reaching the final stages, and last couple of years also semifinals, 24, semifinals 25. So had a great win against Carlos in quarters last year. So look, I know that when I'm healthy, when I'm, you know, able to put all the pieces of the puzzle together on a given day, I feel like I can beat anybody. And if I don't have that self-belief and confidence in myself, I wouldn't be here definitely sitting and talking to you guys or competing. So I still have the drive, and of course I understand that, you know, Sinner and Alcaraz are, playing on a different level right now from everybody else, and that's a fact. But that doesn't mean that nobody else has a chance. So I like my chances always, in any tournament, particularly here.
Djokovic, he's 38 years old right now. He's still ranked number 4 in the world. He's the only player currently ranked in the top 25 that's even over the age of 29 right now. I mean, that's incredible. That really shows what he's doing at such an age here, and really what him and Nadal and Federer did in their 30s. Pretty much amazing, too. I'd love to see him turn the clock back one more time. This was clearly his best tournament. He won it 10 times, more than anybody else has. So we'll have to see over the next couple weeks here what he can pull off.
Good luck to the old man.
Yeah,
huh?
right?
Wow, 38. Okay, so let's look at college basketball today. We have a number of ranked teams in action. Where do they stand?
Yeah, almost every rank. I think 24 of the top 25 teams are in action. Let's actually look at some scores here. Starting with number 3, UConn, winning at Georgetown 64-62. Huskies now 18-1 on the season. 13th ranked Illinois beat Minnesota 77-67 in a Big Ten battle. And in the ACC, 16th ranked Virginia won at SMU 72-68. Let's look at some more scores here. Kentucky got a much-needed win at 24th ranked Tennessee. They won 80-78. Wildcats now just 12-6. Butler went on the road. They beat number 25 Seton Hall 77-66. And in the SEC, 18th ranked Alabama won at Oklahoma 83-81. Let's look at some more scores here. In the Big 12, Cincinnati handed number 2 Iowa State their second straight loss, 79-70. Cyclones now 16-2 after that 16-0 start. Very similar situation with 10th ranked Vanderbilt. They lost to number 19 Florida 98-94. Their second straight loss after another 16-0 start. Meanwhile, in the ACC, 22nd ranked Clemson beat Miami 69-59. Let's look at the more scores here. 23rd ranked Utah State lost to Grand Canyon 84-74. And in the Big Ten, number 4 Michigan beat Oregon 81-71. Let's look at some few more scores here. 8th ranked Nebraska beat Northwestern 77-58 in the Big Ten. In the SEC, 17th ranked Arkansas lost at Georgia 90-76. Finally, in the ACC, North Carolina went all the way out to California, losing 84-78. Now, going on right now, 6th ranked Duke is at Stanford, 5th ranked Purdue is at USC, and number 12 Michigan State is at Washington. Tonight, we got more ranked teams in action. Gonzaga, Louisville, BYU, and Texas Tech all in action. So it's a big day in college basketball, big day in the NFL playoffs for sure.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend. Have fun watching. And we're going to have to end it there. Dave, thanks so much for your update.
Thank you, Arlene.
All right.